we're going to go straight into the news of the week, which is brought to you by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com. In person, 114th and Davenport Street. They can help you with any type of mortgage, whether it's conventional FHA or VA. And a lot of people are buying houses out there. It is July, prime home buying season. And if you're thinking about joining that parade of home buyers, make sure you talk to the good people at Eagle Mortgage. They have mortgage brokers there that will sit down with you, talk with you, figure out your situation, try to match you with the best mortgage option possible. And they're really good at coaching people through the whole process. EagleMortgageCompany.com. All right. Well, Trenton and I had a unique opportunity yesterday to tour Elevator, which is Omaha's new co-warehousing facility. And when I say new, I mean new. It doesn't open until October 1st.
And it's a new concept.
Yeah, it is. And so when we walked through there, it's still under construction and all that. But Trenton, tell everyone what we saw yesterday in Elevator.
Well, what's interesting, Elevator is at 1401 Jones Street. It's the former O'Keefe Elevator building, which is spectacular. In about 2001, Skip O'Keefe and his company totally remodeled, poured a lot of money into this thing. It's got this striking staircase and huge ceilings, and it's about 54,000 feet on 4 different levels. And basically what it is it's whether you need 85 square feet or you need 1,000 square feet or maybe 1,300 square feet. They have basically co-working space, but you can have your own office, your own little warehouse, plus you have common dock high facilities, garage door, break rooms, training room, all these different services. So if you're a mom and pop shop or you're growing your business, you're coming out of your house or a smaller space, and you want to have someone there all the time that can take your packages, store your inventory, and really incubate and grow your business, your goal is to grow out of it, but you have plenty of time to do it. You can do month-to-month leases as opposed to what we usually do, which is long-term leases. And I encourage anybody to look at it. It's under construction right now. Jeff, they told us that they would be open
October 1st. And it's the new library is going to be across the street. So it's 14th and Jones. Can't miss it. And I encourage everybody to check it out. And it's something that's unique. We've heard of co-working space, WeWork, and those kind of businesses. But this is more entrepreneurial focused, where you have an inventory with your business. Yeah, for all these e-commerce companies, if you're starting some small e-commerce company and you've been working out of your basement or your spare bedroom, it's designed for that guy, that person who's tired of doing that and wants to kind of bring his or her business up to the next level. Cool stuff. And we need more of that in Omaha, that type of infrastructure. I hate to call it infrastructure because it's private investment, but that type of infrastructure that makes it possible for people to take risks and grow businesses. And you talked about co-working, which refers to co-office space or community office space. There's a ton of that downtown, but I've talked to a couple of people lately who have said that a couple of the co-working spaces have been hard to find downtown. A couple
really?
Of them, yeah. They've said, I looked at this one and they're full or what have you. And I don't know if that's the case now. It was a couple months ago when I heard that, but obviously it's popular and people really seem to enjoy it.
What we need is more companies to get back to the office.
Gosh, I know it. It's I totally get it, because if you are working in a situation, I've come to this theory: who likes the work from home and who likes to go to the office. If you have a private office at your place of employment, I think you want to go back to the office. If you're one of those people that works like at a bench with 16 other millennials whose shoulders are touching you, you're not so fast to go back to the office. I think that's the demarcation line.
Well, absolutely, and it stands to reason that middle management and upper management, if they're calling their own shots, they can go to their own doctor's appointments without a slip to leave and without having to clock out and things like that. They want to go back. They want to separate work from home. But when it's the rank and file and they're in cubes or open office plan and stuff, and they've been able to let their dog out for the last 2 years and play around at home while they're getting their work done, so to speak, that's great too. And I'm not knocking anybody that works from home. I'm just saying I think there's a lot of synergies and a lot of culture that is gained by people together, and we'll have someone that we can talk to about that after the break.
Collaboration and group creativity are very, very important in business, and I think a lot of companies are missing that right now. Hey, let's talk about a huge project that was announced this week. The Omaha Performing Arts Society has announced plans for the Center for Arts Engagement. This is going to be attached to the east side of the Holland Performing Arts Center. It is a $103 million addition. If I remember correctly, the entire Holland Center was right about $100 million.
Absolutely, yeah, it was just over $100 million.
And Steelhouse Omaha is
95% public, privately funded. I'm sure this one is mostly privately funded as well.
And Steelhouse Omaha, I think, is right at 103. So they have a thing at OPAS for building $103 million projects.
Too, isn't it?
Right, about $100 million. Yeah, right in that area. So, we kind of add $100 million projects.
$100 million was really something.
We add $100 million projects to downtown quite frequently, it seems like. So this is really cool. I'm looking at an artist rendering. And for those of you who can picture the Holland Center in your mind, there is a large grassy area to the east. That grassy area is also directly south to Steelhouse Omaha, which is under construction and due to open middle of next year. At any rate, it looks to me to be about a 3-story addition, a lot of glass, very tasteful looking.
It rises above the Holland Center.
Yeah, it'll be about a half a story taller than the east side of the Holland Center. Not as tall as the part where it juts up where the performance venue is for the symphony and all that. But looks great, and this is going to be in many ways for education and furthering the arts and a lot of outreach. Fundraising is underway.
Do you remember what event they were going to host there before they moved it?
Yes, the Major League Baseball draft.
In the Holland Center?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that, but I kind of remember that actually. No, on the green space, what event that's very popular they're going to host there that was way too small?
Jazz on the Green.
Right.
And they moved to Turner Park.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Good move.
Yeah. You're trying to play Stump the Beals, and so far you're not off to a very good start this morning.
I'll work on it.
Okay, the next news. The Henry Doorly Zoo is expecting more baby elephants.
I'll tell you what, the elephants there are behaving like rabbits.
Yes, they are. And it's a good thing they are because, they are somewhat difficult to okay, I don't want to dig myself into a hole there, but we need more elephants in the United States.
You sure got a nice trunk.
They don't breed as frequently as people would like them to in order to perpetuate the species here in the U.S. In fact, the 2 baby elephants born at Henry Doorly Zoo this year, or from what we understand, the only 2 elephants born in the entire United States. And now there are 6 slated to be born because they have a long gestation period next year. 2 of those will be here. So if all goes well, by the time we get to the fall of 2023, the Omaha herd will grow to 10 elephants, 4 of which will be cute little boogers.
Yeah, I've been down there, and they're amazing to watch, and it's something to see, and that between that and the sea lions, there's definitely reason to go there no matter how many times you've been down there. And there must be some kind of aphrodisiac being sprayed into the hay or something like that.
Hey, whatever it takes, because it seems to be working, and I think the people who are in that whole animal genetic zoo world are pretty thrilled about this.
They're going to start bottling that and selling it to humans.
Those who need it, I guess. And then we go for one final thing to the University of Nebraska Medical Center area. If you've been by there in the last couple of days, you may have noticed a large red tower crane. We say the tower crane is the official bird of the city of Omaha, and we love them. And this tower crane is for a 6-story Hampton Inn hotel under construction on the southwest corner of 44th and Douglas Street. Also in the Med Center area. It looks like virtually all of the old Monroe Meyer and J.P. Lord School have been demolished.
Wow.
Still taking debris out of the area, but of course that makes way for Project Next, which we know is going to happen, but it's still not finalized, formal, all the
Are they
T's
still
crossed
waiting?
yet.
Are we waiting for federal funding Have they appropriated the money? They just haven't funded it yet?
There's a couple more levels of federal approval that have to go through. And of course, when you're dealing with the federal government, things tend to take a long time. But also this year, we should start to see construction on the administrative building on the southwest corner of Saddle Creek and Farnham. In fact, I've noticed last time I was in the area, there are some barricades there and people are no longer using that surface parking lot. So that would lead one to believe that construction will probably start soon on that project.
And that'll have a grassy knoll over and above Saddle Creek.
I'd call it a grassy lid.
Grassy lid?
A grassy lid, yeah. It's going to be,
let's call it a crop top.
A crop top. They call them lids when you put a large structure over a road or a highway and actually plant landscaping and grass on it and all that sort of thing. So there will be a lid over Saddle Creek.
It could just be a saddle.
And with that, we conclude your development news of the week by Eagle Mortgage, eaglemortgagecompany.com.
If you like this video, be sure to hit those like and subscribe buttons. And remember, Grow Omaha is not just media. This is a mission. We are trying to build up Omaha and make it an even better place. We can only do that with your help. Share this video with your friends, neighbors, and family.